Assalamu alaikum. Beautiful afternoon in Lahore. Today is 20th of January 2026. So I was discussing the non-linear growth equation. So on the left-hand side, you have GDP per capita or a logarithm of income. Whereas on the right-hand side, you have institutions, international trade or globalization, and productivity. Uh, Now, productivity can be instrumented by qualitative variables like test scores, especially test scores in mathematics. International trade would be instrumented by geography variable, uh, bilateral trade share depending on geography, whereas institutions is rule of law, which would be instrumented by sector mortality. Uh, Now, for the first stage, what will happen is there will be three equations. First is institutions in the left hand side, and on the right hand side, there will be instruments. Instruments being sector mortality, geography variable, and test scores. Similarly, the second equation would be uh, about globalization. On the left hand side, there will be international trade, whereas on the right hand side, there will be instrument for institutions, international trade, and productivity. And then there will be a productivity equation, and the instruments will remain the same. First, you estimate those instruments and get first stage results. And then, once you identify institutions, which is rule of law, globalization, and productivity with these three instruments, then you can bring that to the second stage, where the equation being income is the function of institutions, international trade or globalization, and productivity. And then you estimate. Interestingly, productivity is something which I have introduced in the equation, whereas the popular paper of institution rule, Dani Roderick's Harvard Kennedy School's paper, would say that rule of law is the most significant variable for determining long-term economic growth rate. For example, long-term incomes for developed countries, the rule of law is stronger. Better rule of law would confirm economic development. Whereas the latest Nobel Prize Philip Agnews paper and work would say that it is productivity. So what I would find in my results is that productivity and institutions are both really important variables to then determine international or national economic development.